Hi, this is Caroline Pointer with ForYourFamilyStory.com, and in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to easily create a record log of online searches. In the past two blog posts I talked about how traditionally you usually have a research log when you're researching. That kind of stemmed from working offline. Online it's a little bit different workflow, at least it is for me, and I do preliminary searching online, then I go in and create a research plan based on my findings, and then I go in and create a more research kind of a research plan in order to research a lot more, do some targeted searching online. Now because when I find something online and I record the source information, and I have a pretty good system of recording my positive findings, not how I found them, not the process I found them, but I can relocate them again. But I definitely don't have a record log of my negative findings, and I think those are important so that you don't keep searching the same stuff over and over again, or to keep a list of places where I have searched that I actually need to search again, because there might be updated documents or information online. So my suggestion yesterday in my blog post was that we use our browser histories. There are three main browsers that I'm going to go over in this video tutorial, and the first one is Chrome, and then the second one is going to be Firefox or Mozilla Firefox. And then the third one is going to be Internet Explorer 9. Okay, and I'm going to go through each of those browsers. I'm going to show you how to find the history really quick, and then I will go into how to create a screenshot from them and put that screenshot in OneNote, or put the screenshot in Evernote, or how to do it and put it into your genealogical database software. So let's get started. The first one is Chrome. Out of all three of them, I think that it has the crummiest looking history ever. And in order to find this crummy history, browser history, you hit the wrench icon up in the top right hand corner, and you're going to pull up the history. And this is what it looks like. There's nothing collapsible, it's just this running list. It does separate them into days, so we can be thankful for that. It does have timestamps on there. But if we're researching online, let's say for example I found this on Ancestry.com. I'm not sure if it's the right person or not, but I also want to record the history of how I got to it, not just what I found, but how I got there. And that is a research log, or a search log in this case. And this would be it right here. However, there are extensions that you can get for the browsers to give them a little more functionality, and in this case there is an extension that works. I downloaded it. It's free from the Chrome Web Store, the Chrome Web App Store, whatever they're calling it, and it's Better History. Here I have it disabled, but I'm going to go ahead and enable it, okay, so that we can see what it looks like. You can't hit this history over here or click it. You have to go over here and open it up again in Tools, or I'm sorry, in the wrench icon, go to History. And you'll notice over here that it has by weeks. So this week is the week of September 10th, and it's saying that it's Monday. It says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, saying that it had 7 visits on Wednesday. Now you'll notice here it looks different now, right? And it only has today's on here, and it has the actual URL, and it's a live link, and it has the word underneath expand. So we click it, and then it gives us in reverse chronological order everywhere I went. Here I started out in the search, went to Texas Records, I selected the San Antonio Express News newspaper, and I searched, as you can tell right here, searched for Mary Alice Blackadder, and I ended up on the San Antonio Express edition, or the 1952 edition of it, and you can actually tell the year even because it's in the URL. You'll notice that the URL is underneath the title of each page. You can get more from this site. You can delete this from the search, which we do not want to do. We can collapse this again and make it clean. You also have a search box up here, search title, URL, or date. And basically that's it on the history for Chrome. That's all that there is to have to it. There are no other features even with this extension that we've added onto it. So at this point it's ready to be screenshotted, but I'm going to go ahead and show you Firefox and IE9, how to find the search histories in those as well, and then I'll come back to this and do the screenshot. The next one is going to be Firefox. There are two different views for the search history in Firefox, thank goodness. The first one would be a full history, show all history. It's going to come up in a different window, but not a browser window, just a window, and it has it sorted in some different variations: monthly, this month, yesterday, and today. Double click on today. It's going to give you the reverse chronological order of how I searched, and I must have gone some other places in between there. What's really nice about this, the setup, is this is not a link right here, unless you, well, you could double click it and I think it will go, but it's not a single click. This is not a click at all over here. This is the URL, location. You'll notice it has 3 columns: name, tags, and location. Tags will usually be empty. However, I went ahead and entered one in, and I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. We have the search history over here. If you click on one of these, just a single click, down below we have some information. This information gets populated down here into these boxes. We can actually change the name of, or the title of the page, which we actually do not want to do. We could actually change the location of the URL, which again we do not want to do because we want to capture that URL at least as much as we can. You'll notice that it runs off the box. And then this would actually be usually clear because you get to assign a tag or a set of tags to it. I put her name, so and it really can, you could do this everywhere. You could on all these you could put her name on there, or other people's names as well, because you could separate them with a comma. So you can put tags on them, and I think that's a really great feature that it has. And that's in the full page view. We're going to go ahead and minimize that. But let's say, for example, we're on the site and we actually want to have our search in a sidebar view, which we can do that. So we hit View and then click Sidebar, or not click, but hover over Sidebar and then select History. You could also just hit Control-H. And it brings up a sidebar that you can make smaller or bigger. And you want to make it as big as possible, which is what it is right now. And again, it gives you the reverse chronological, same thing as the full view. So this one, at this point, to me, I like the sidebar view, and this is probably what I would do a screenshot of. So this one's ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this window, and I'm going to pull up Internet Explorer. Here I found it in Internet Explorer. The easiest view to look at is going to be your side view, and you're going to click View and get Explorer bars. You just hover over that and you're going to click History, or you could hit Control-Shift-H. It brings up a sidebar view with collapsed views of 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, all the way up to today. If you click on today, it's going to give you some main places that I went. And if you click on this last one, which is Search Ancestry, it's going to give you the reverse chronological order of how I found this. Okay, and there is a full view for history, but I cannot for the life of me remember how to get to it. So, but to me, the sidebar view is what I like, because I get part of what I was looking at, as well as some information of where it is on there, including the image, and I get this reverse chronological order of how I got to this. So I prefer the sidebar view. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this. We're going to go back to the Chrome one, and I'm going to show you how to take a screenshot. Let me just say though, we're not clipping. We're not in a web browser window. We're in the history window. Therefore, we can't just clip straight in to like Evernote or whatever. So I want to make that clear. We're taking screenshots. The easiest way to do this in OneNote And I created, this is for my research plan for my DAR applications. But let's say, for example, we want to put this information in there for whatever reason. We would create a new page, which is an untitled page. I'd come over to Insert and click Screen Clipping, and then I can clip it. You could take a small amount of it or all of it. I want to make sure that I get the URL, not the URL, I guess it's the location of where it is, as well as this reverse chronological order of it. And then I would release it, and then it's automatically put into OneNote. It already populated a title for it right here. We'll just put Chrome. And then it changes the title over there. We're going to go ahead and minimize OneNote, minimize Chrome. We're going to bring up the search view here of it in Firefox. We're going to take a screenshot view of it without the picture again, or not the picture, but the image of the newspaper. And so we would go into OneNote again, and we're going to make a new page, and we're going to hit screen clipping, and we're just going to do the same thing. Bam. But I'm going to go ahead and do all of it because I want these tags down here too. I want as much info as possible. And then it populates it into OneNote, into the screen clipping here, and we'll just put Firefox. Go ahead and create another new page. And then we're going to minimize that one, and we're going to bring up IE9. And here we're going to go ahead and take a screenshot of everything here. So we go into OneNote again, and then we're going to click screen clipping. We're going to take it all because we're that greedy. Isn't that nice? Now, since Microsoft obviously Internet Explorer is made by Microsoft, and so as OneNote, you get a little extra feature. It gives us where this actual thing that was in the window, the image of the newspaper, it gives us the link directly back to it. So that's really nice for sourcing and citations. Very, very nice. So then we're going to go ahead and minimize OneNote. We're done with showing you how to put it into OneNote. I'm not going to show you how to put all three of them into Evernote, but I will show you how to do one. Let's bring the Internet Explorer one up again because it's my favorite, the way it's laid out. And the way you're going to do a screenshot into Evernote is on a Windows laptop or desktop. You're going to press the Windows button and print screen. Well, first of all, you actually have to have, let me show you, you have to have your Evernote open, okay? I created a demo notebook for it to go into, so it's on. So in other words, this Evernote on my desktop is open. We're not dealing with the web one because we're not taking a web clipping, we're taking a screenshot of our computer. So we have Evernote minimized in our screen tray, and we have, and I have the notebook of where I want it to go open. If I didn't have that open, it would actually go into a default one. So let me minimize that. And what you're going to do is you're going to press the Windows button as well as print screen. And it's going to come up and say select what you want. And I want it all. And it will put it in there for us like magic. So let's minimize that. And that would be, you can do that in any browser because it doesn't deal with the browser, we're dealing with the computer. A screenshot, doing a screenshot for any browser into the genealogical database software is a little trickier because it's a two-step process. What I would do is if I had OneNote, I'm going to show you the easiest way to do it. If I had OneNote or Word or something like that, I would put the screenshot in there, and I would very simply go into File, and we're going to save this page as a PDF. Save. Okay. And choose where you want it to go. That's fine. Caroline, OneNote. Then what I would do then is I would pull up my genealogical database software, and I would pull, I found my gran, and change it to person view. And in media, you're going to see down here, you'll see these 3 tabs: notes, media, tasks. You're going to go to media, you're going to hit new, and then you're going to go ahead and pull up or upload the search log IE9, which is what I had saved onto my hard drive, and press open. And it's asking me, do you want to copy the file to the media folder or do you want to link it? I want to actually copy it because I'm greedy like that. So we hit OK. And yes, that's fine. It's saying that one already exists because I already put one in there, but we'll go ahead and just hit OK. Now, and then you can double click on it and you can see it in there. And it's in your database software. Or actually, it opens it up into a PDF viewer. In my case, it's Nitro, and a lot of y'all might have Adobe Reader, but I use Nitro. Nitro has has a little bit of annotation capabilities into it. So anyway, that is exactly how you can get some of that browser history information, which kind of nicely makes a really nice record log that we can go back and refer to. And so if you have any questions, let me know in comments below. And this has been Caroline Pointer with ForYourFamilyStory.com. Thanks.